Hello, so we are joined today with Nicky Price from Rainbow After the Storm. So,
How are you?
Hi Nicky, nice to see you.
Oh, that's me on this friend. Sorry, I was sharing it. I was on the phone. I'm back with you.
Back in the room.
Back in the room.
So we're just having a catch up with Nicky because we weren't able to meet up in person for the awards ceremony because it was all online. So we wanted to take this opportunity to have a catch up. Nicky was nominated for the shortlist nominee for the Impact Award, which was sponsored by Robert's Bakery, and then she won the award for the COVID-19 Hero for 2021, and that award was sponsored by Cheshire Life. So just want to find out a bit about Nicky and the amazing work she's been doing during lockdown. So hi Nicky.
Hi. Do you know, it still blows me away when you said that. It still blows me away. That's me. That's what we've done. It is incredible.
So tell us a bit about yourself. What do you do? What have you been doing during lockdown? What do you do for a job?
Well, job-wise, I'm a teacher lecturer, and I help people who are struggling with their mental health, and I've been doing that for years and years. It used to start off like one-to-one counselling, and now it's group work that I work with. I'm very good at bringing people together to help support each other, as well as me kind of being a big part of it. And I knew when lockdown happened that I couldn't just sit back. I was seeing 100 people per week before lockdown.
Wow.
My classes were always really busy. And I just thought, I can't just disappear. I mean, we thought it might just be a couple of weeks, let's be honest. That's what I thought lockdown was going to be. Not 12 months later. And I just thought, this was before, I thought, I can't just disappear. It's not as I'm teaching French or Spanish, which I haven't got the skills to do, by the way. Well, you could just put that on a shelf and come back to it. For me, it was about, I needed support people more than ever. And never really done huge amounts on social media before, and it just really took off. It just really took off.
So how did you start it all?
I originally set it up with someone I used to work with at the time, who was in a similar background to myself. And to be honest, when we got our 1 hour of exercise a day, I was taking the dogs out every day anyway, because that's what we've done and I have done for years. You do when you've got dogs. And I thought, I wonder if I felt lonely, actually, is what I felt. And I thought, I wonder if anyone wants to come with me. And I just started walking around the park with the dogs. And people from around the northwest, around Cheshire and Warrington, and then literally throughout the world, started coming with us. And it was as though we were all on this walk together. I was kind of the one who was talking about it as we were going, but they were all chatting to each other. I thought, we're doing something here. We're helping with loneliness here. Yeah. So I went from that, and then I started doing classes like I would do in a classroom, but online, just talking about where we were, talking about how I was feeling, how were they feeling, how do we deal with this, what can we do, but also wanted to bring some laughter into it and fun, because it's talking about mental health isn't all talking about doom and gloom. It's talking about reality. Yeah. And if we're having a good day, let's have a smile, and how do we look after ourselves? If we're having a bad day, how do we make sure we're safe while having that bad day? And then from there we started the discos. So it's
everyone loves a disco.
Do you know, they are the highlight of not only mine and my husband's week, because I couldn't do it without him. Not only they're the highlight of our week, they're the highlight of lots of people's weeks. And the messages that we've had that have said, do you know what, I've been through this trauma this week, or I've lost somebody recently, yeah, or I'm really struggling with loneliness. I can't know if I can do this anymore. And they said, do you know what, we put you on, it's the first time we've smiled and I don't know how long. And we didn't realise that was the effect, what we were doing it for. It was something that we just thought, do you know, that's something for us to look forward to on a Friday night. Music, let's have a dance. And it's grown from there. And the friendships, it's like walking into a virtual social club. You walk in and you get, evening Emma, I am home, are you okay? And everyone's coming on. I am Pauline, I am Linda. They're coming on, and everyone's saying hello to each other. It's as though, you know, like we used to do many moons ago when we used to go out. I mean, I'm talking even before COVID, but we just used to have that familiar feeling, and that's what the Friday night does, and it just blossoms and has grown from there.
So how many people are you kind of in contact then with on like a weekly basis?
That's a good question. We've got, and that deep site was just like, it's gone crazy. We've got 7,200 followers. We don't have 7,200 followers in a class. Can I just point that out?
Yeah.
As good as I am, that's just too much. I do live sessions, a couple per week, which are free on Facebook, Tuesdays and Thursday mornings at 10:30, and we can get anywhere between 20 and 30 people watching that live. But then with a lot of people watch it on catch up, so we've got a lot of key workers who watch, so they can take it away and watch it whenever they want to do. I do a couple of live classes on Zoom. Tuesday night group's a really good group. We've got 20 odd people in there, and again, it's about, and people can watch that on catch up if they choose to do. And then discourse could be anywhere between over you see how many views we've had. It could be 500, not 500,000. It's not been that, Nick, it's not that. 500.
Yeah.
It's 500. So got a little bit giddy then, didn't I?
But that's a lot of engagement, and social media can get a lot of bad press about the negativity it can bring into people's lives, but it can also help make people feel really connected. Yeah.
That to me, I feel, and I get some beautiful messages. I had a message off someone only this morning who's relatively new to Rainbow, and she wrote to me and just said, thank you. She says, you've created a place where I don't feel lonely. I feel I'm heard. I feel that I can just put something on, or at any point just pick a phone up and see the posts that are on there. I was going to say we try to keep it light-hearted and positive. We do. But we also do cover if we're having a bad day or I've had something go on, because I always ask everyone, whatever I do, is to come and be real. Yeah. And me sitting there saying everything's fine, and a lot of time it is. A lot of time it is because I work very hard on myself, you know. Yeah. But I have really tough days, and I will say I'm struggling today, and because I think it's important that people know this is where we are. This is the toughest thing a lot of us have been through because of everything else that's happened, let alone just lockdown. Yeah, it's been a tough year for each and every one of us.
Because the isolation could be overwhelming on its own, but then when you throw in everything else that could be going on in someone's life, it is really overwhelming.
It really is. It's really. I'm big on kind of turn the telly off, bob on, see what the news is, switch it off. Yeah. I've said once this week, and I've said it a dozen times or more than that, if you can get outside while we've got this sunshine, just even if it's the window open, get some light in. Obviously everything, be careful with what we're doing, of course we have to be, but there are small things that we're all able to do just to look after ourselves. And if we are struggling, just know that that's okay too. Just look after yourself while you're struggling. It's all right. It's all right.
So the community ReAwards, I think you were nominated by many different people for different awards. So how did you find out about it?
You know, I'm trying to think who was who messaged me. It might have been Chris actually. Somebody messaged me to say they were on and said I've forwarded this. I was like, oh my gosh, wow! And they put it on the page, and before you know it, it was kind of, how do we do this? How do we get involved? So I was like, whoa, that's very kind of you all. Thank you very much. But each and every one of us, and that's what I love more than anything, is it was their stories that come from their hearts. That to me is to get nominated, because from people who there's a lot of people that I've never met. And there's a lot of people, if I'm being honest with you, whose names I don't even recognise, but who've messaged me recently, who said, you know what, I don't get involved too much, but I just watch, and you put a smile on my face, and I know I'm not on my own. And you think, crikey, which is why when you said how many people are you in contact with, you never know. You really never know. And it's that you just think, I'm still blown away now, 12 months in. I showed Justin over the weekend, I went, just look at this message. This lady, I said, I don't even recognise her name. I said, but she says she's been on with us. You know, she comes on the walks, she sees the messages, she just feels less lonely. And that, you just think, wow, what an impact to be able to help people that you don't even know.
Yeah, definitely. Because some people don't like interacting on social media, or some people aren't keen on the camera side of it and can find, but just for them to be able to watch the videos back at a later date, you know, that that's helping them. Yeah. And must make you feel amazing.
Yeah, it is interesting, because I do just kind of go, what do you mean I've been nominated for a award? I'm just doing what I do. I don't know, it's weird, we just do what we do, don't we? And then when we sat at the awards, you're just blown away. I'm sat watching everybody else thinking, wow. And then you think, I know that's what they're thinking when they look at me, but I don't feel that. I don't feel that at all.
Well, I remember from the awards night that I think you were going to say something about mental health, and you probably had like an idea of what you were going to say, but then when you won the award, you were just kind of like a bit overwhelmed with it all, and just like, you're all amazing.
Yeah, because especially the categories that I was nominated, I'm just sat there thinking, how have I even ended up in this category? And I'm saying to Just, I've got no chance of winning this. No chance of winning this. He went, it doesn't matter. He says, it doesn't matter. Look who you nominated. And we're having this conversation on the evening. Every single person who was on that Zoom call, not even just the ones who were nominated, all of you and your team who were there. I mean, I don't think there was a dry eye in the house. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
We have high hopes that we'll be able to have an in-person event next year, which hopefully you'll be able to attend.
That'd be amazing. That would be amazing.
But yeah, I just want to say congratulations again on winning. And how can people get in touch with you or follow you if they think this service would be something they'd be interested in?
Thank you very much. There's a couple of ways. There's a Facebook way, which is Rainbow After the Storm, where mental health matters. Come and find us on there. Come and join in with us there. We've got lots and lots going on there. I've just started working for myself actually, because I was made redundant recently. So again, I'm going through a lot of similar things that other people are. So I'm now looking to make Rainbow my full-time job, which, to be honest with you, I was pretty much doing, but mentally wise, I've had to get my head around that. So I'm wanting to do as much as I can for everybody. There's that, and then there's the website, which is rainbowafterthestorm.org, or you can come and find me on Facebook, which is Nicky Price.
Amazing. Thanks so much for your time, Nicky.
Oh, Sandra, thank you for this. It just gives me another opportunity.
Oh.
Because you've no idea. Casually, I've moved them from over there. They're just here. I love it. I keep stroking this. This is beautiful.
Brilliant. I love it.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks, Sandra. Bye.
Bye.